Selamat pagi dan selamat datang ke Jakarta Soekarno Hatta International Airport's Terminal 1. My name is Hugo and today I'm going to be taking a flight aboard Indonesia AirAsia from here in Jakarta to Labuan, Bajo. It's the gateway to Komodo National Park. Just had to line up to get in the terminal, but I'm in here now. However, there's still quite a big line for AirAsia, especially considering there's not much of a line for other airlines. But anyway, I guess let's go and line up and check in. There was a bit of a queue getting into Terminal 1A, and I needed to check tickets I think. But the check-in and bag drop queue was not moving that quick, as there was only a few counters. Just made check-in. Before security, there appears to be lots of places to get something to eat or drink or do some shopping, but I don't have time to look around. Security didn't take too long. Hello. Terima kasih. Now at the gate, the plane's already boarding. I'm not sure, but I imagine it was done by zones, because the boarding passes have zones. My ride to Labuan Bajo will be Papa Kilo Alpha Zulu Alpha, a 2012 built Airbus A320-214, which was built in Tianjin and was originally destined for AirAsia Zest, but wasn't taken up, so it was delivered to Indonesia AirAsia. It's equipped with CFM engines. Halo, selamat siang.
Selamat siang. Silakan. Selamat datang.
Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Welcome on board one of AirAsia's A320ceos, featuring an all-economy class configuration with 180 seats in a 3-3 configuration. My seat for this flight will be 25F. Now let's take a quick look at the seat features. Legroom is very tight, it's probably about 28 inches. There's a seat back pocket which contains some literature, and also a pretty standard tray table. There was some rubbish in my seat back pocket when I got to my seat, but there was someone at my seat just before, so I'm hoping it was that. The seat itself is comfy enough, but it's not very modern, and as I said, legroom's tight. I'm only 5'5". There is some recline. There's no proper headrest, but it is shaped a little. The window side armrest is adjustable, which is nice.
Bajo ini adalah penerbangan Indonesia with the rendezvous QZ860 bound for Labuan Bajo, Indonesia. Kindly be seated according to the seat number reflected on your boarding passes. We discourage unauthorized changing of seat due to the aircraft weight and balance restrictions. Your last carry-on baggage must be placed in the overhead compartments, and small items, please put it beneath the seat or in front of you. Ensure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Dan kenakan sabuk pengaman. Melipat meja ke posisi semula. AirAsia Indonesia with the rendezvous QZ860 bound for Labuan Bajo.
It's now time for pushback about 8 minutes early.
Giving through to your demonstration.
Para tamu yang terhormat, keselamatan Anda adalah yang utama bagi kami. Dear guests, as your safety is our concern, and according to Civil Aviation Safety Regulation, we will now demonstrate to you the safety feature of this aircraft. Do not inflate your life vest until you are at the exit, as this would slow down the evacuation flow. Here's the whistle to attract attention. Please do not smoke throughout the flight. Di kamar kecil, now, the cabin crew will do the cabin checks in preparation for takeoff.
By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far and you'd like to see more like it, please consider liking and subscribing. It would really help me and the channel out so much and would be very much appreciated, but if you don't want to, that's completely okay. Got to see lots of cool planes while taxiing, but it is sad to see them parked. It's now time for takeoff on runway 07 right. Now that we're in the air, let's take a quick look at one of the lavatories before the buy on board service. This lavatory was very clean, but I was the first to use it for this flight. There was no additional amenities.
Yes, the seatbelt sign is now off. But for your own safety, please keep your seatbelt fastened even when the seatbelt sign is off. Introduce special payment options for purchasing a variety of food and beverage products using Visa or MasterCard credit cards. How comes in chicken rice, with kind of rice, and also sweet and sour sauce, and some of our new menu, chicken satay with a rice cake. We also have some snacks, chips, cashew nuts, elmo nuts, bakso ramen cuanki, batagor buah, chocolate, popcorn, biscuits, and others.
Not too long after takeoff, the crew first came around to hand out pre-ordered meals. I did pre-order a meal on this flight, more specifically the Uncle Chin's chicken rice, which I've been asked to try before, and it's meant to be one of AirAsia's signature dishes, I think. I thought that we also ordered a teriyaki chicken, but they said it was chicken rice, so I don't know what happened there. Anyway, the chicken rice came with some sauce, a cutlery packet, a cup of water, and I also pre-ordered a cheesecake. I think that the water only comes with the meal if you pre-order it. The chicken rice was delicious. It doesn't look anything that exciting, but it has a great flavour. The cheesecake was great, though not the best I've had on AirAsia. The buy on board service followed and I got a hot chocolate which was delish. Quite strong. The buy on board menu has a fabulous selection of food and drinks, and it seems like they had a fair bit in stock on this flight. The prices are reasonable too.
International AirAsia sells a bit. We have the following items for you to choose from. Again, long skin dipping, white lamb, 1,000 Indonesian rupiah. Our cabin crew will assist you with your purchase. Thank you and happy shopping. Once again, as a safety reminder, please be mindful when the cars are passing through the aisle. Thank you.
Labuan Bajo. Jalan sisa perjalanan masih sedikit berawan dan sedikit guncangan. Untuk keselamatan kita semua akan sabuk mengapa. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain from Flight. Get rocket information regarding our flight. Currently, we still maintain our cruising altitude 33,000 feet, close level or about 10,000 meters, with the cruising speed 850 km an hour. Labuan Bajo 5 km, temperature reported 25 degrees Celsius. Once again, we are on duty at Indonesia AirAsia A320 flight. Welcome to Labuan Bajo. Thank you flying with us.
It was a pleasure serving all today, and we would like to say thank you for choosing AirAsia Indonesia and hope to see you again soon. Here we go, you see the front ending.
Now as we descend into Labuan Bajo, please allow me to conclude this experience with Indonesia AirAsia. Check-in at CGK Terminal 1A wasn't great. The staff were friendly, but it just took a long time and there was not many desks. Terminal 1 and 2 both aren't great, but not horrible and do the job, but they're just not nearly as good as Terminal 3, I don't think. Though I do like the architecture. Boarding was without issue. The seats are not very spacious but comfy enough, and being short I'm okay with them for a 2-hour flight. The cabin crew have been friendly but not outstanding. The food, as basically always on AirAsia, was fabulous, and the selection, prices and the menu in general is excellent. When you're booking the flight, the bundle prices are very reasonable too. So overall, I've had a great in-flight experience with AirAsia, and still a good overall experience. Nothing outstanding, but it does the job, and with tasty food, and it seems to be very punctual and reliable. Also, I did notice lots of people bring carry-on, which I guess isn't that surprising. This route isn't particularly cheap on any airline, but on this day it was just Batik Air or AirAsia, and by the time you add the bundle, AirAsia was about the same. So to be honest, I think which airline I'd pick depends on if I think I'll need to eat or not. Stay tuned to see what Indonesian Batik Air's like. I'm going to have a review coming out on them very soon. But I'd have no problem flying Indonesia AirAsia again, particularly if not from Jakarta. What do you think of Indonesia AirAsia? I'd be interested to hear in the comments. We'll soon pull into the gate about 10 or 11 minutes early, but for now please enjoy the rest of the beautiful approach and landing on Labuan Bajo Komodo International Airport's runway 17.
Kita baru saja mendarat di Bandar Udara Komodo, Labuan Bajo, Indonesia. Waktu setempat saya menunjukkan pukul 3:47 di sore hari, di mana terdapat perbedaan waktu 1 jam antara Jakarta dan Labuan Bajo. Untuk keselamatan Anda, silakan tetap duduk hingga lampu tanda isyarat kenakan sabuk pengaman dipadamkan.
I'd like to take this time to thank you all so much for watching this video. I'd also like to thank all of my incredible Patreons for helping to make these videos possible. Their support is truly so much appreciated, and I couldn't do what I do without them, so thank you so much to them.
Jika Anda memerlukan bantuan saat di terminal nanti, kami persilakan untuk menghubungi salah satu dari petugas jalan kami. Atas nama AirAsia Indonesia, Kapten Suhandi, dan dibantu oleh juru awak terbang Muhammad Hafiz Khairat, beserta seluruh awak kabin yang bertugas, saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih bila Anda terbang bersama AirAsia Indonesia ke tujuan Anda. Sampai jumpa dan semoga hari Anda menyenangkan. Dear guests, we have just landed at Komodo, the airport of Labuan, Bajo, Indonesia. The local time is 11 minutes to 4 in the afternoon. There is 1 hour time difference between Jakarta and Labuan, Bajo. For your own safety, please remain seated until the seatbelt sign is off. Do be careful when opening the overhead compartments. Before leaving the aircraft, kindly check your personal and valuable belongings. It was a pleasure having you on board, and we look forward to serving you again soon. If you need any assistance on arrival, please contact our ground service assistants. On behalf of AirAsia Indonesia, Kapten Suhandi, and assisted by First Officer Muhammad Hafiz Khairat, and the rest of the crew member, would like to say thank you for choosing AirAsia Indonesia to your destination. Goodbye, and we wish you a pleasant day. Cabin code is 700 cross-check.
Terima kasih. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in my next trip report next Saturday at 5 PM Melbourne time.